I'm going to do a review and tutorial on the Samsung Galaxy S5 fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner is the home button on the Galaxy S5, and you have to use a swiping motion. For the best results, you want to have your finger flat with that top knuckle right around the top or middle of the home button, and you want to try and be as centered on the home button as possible. Doesn't mean you have to swipe that way, but that'll give you the best results. For example, you can swipe at an angle and get good results. You can pull your finger straight down over the center of the button and get good results. You don't have to have your finger exactly flat, and you can get good results. You can also do one-hand operations with the Galaxy S5. You just have to learn how to use the fingerprint reader, and then it can support many different types of techniques that you want to do. Just pulling your thumb straight down, but one-handed is a big thing that people want to do. I'm going to show you how to do a registration on the Galaxy S5. So we'll start a registration. So the best swipes are, again, straight, flat swipes right over the center of the home button. But what I found was sometimes I don't swipe that way, so I sometimes swiped at an angle. Again, you want to target the center of the home button and going straight down across it. I also found sometimes I just pulled my finger straight down, so I included a couple of those in the enrollment. And I also found sometimes my finger wasn't always perfectly flat, so I included some of those in the enrollment. So after I completed enrollment, I like to test it out and make sure it works well. So I try the different types of techniques that I registered and make sure that I get good results with all of those. And if I don't get good results with all the techniques that I want to use, I just go back and register and I try again. But what I found is if I include these different types of techniques in my registration, I can get good results. I'm going to go over how I registered my thumb in order to use it normal with normal straight swipes or with one-handed. So what I ended up doing was registering my thumb 2 times. So we'll do the first registration now, which is basically the normal registration. So again, straight flat swipe generally works best. But similar to the index finger, I found that sometimes I was swiping at an angle, sometimes I was swiping by bringing my thumb straight down. And I covered some different areas of my thumb across the fingerprint scanner. And when you verify, you want to capture the similar areas. If you capture a completely different area that wasn't even part of the registration, then obviously it's not going to work. But if you capture the same area that was in the registration or close to it, you should be able to get good results. Alright, so now I'm going to register the thumb a second time on the Galaxy S5, and I find a comfortable way to hold the S5 one-handed. Again, I wouldn't recommend one hand, but it does work. No one's going to be liable for any damage to your phone one hand. But anyway, find how to hold it and what works for you so that you can swipe on the scanner, and try and get different areas of your thumb, again, for your one-hand use, so that however you pick it up one-handed, it will work for you. Alright, now same thing, we're going to try that out. I got it. So results one-handed won't be as good as just straight swipes, I wouldn't think, but you can get it to work very well. So in this, I saw one miss so far in all these tests. And but what you need to do is find what works for you, and not just with your thumb, but with your whatever finger you decide to register. Find how you swipe, and include those types of swipes in your registration, whether it be straight down like that, whether it be across like that, or slightly angled, or one-handed.